welcome to another, well, don't know if you can hear it by the sound of it, but another wet day in the workshop. The rain is battering off the roof, as is fairly normal for where I live in the world. Today I would like to give you a brief glimpse into the CloneBasto board, which has been created not by me, but by a viewer of and commenter on our channel who's been working on this. And this is his project. Right, I will bring you over, we'll have a glimpse at the board. Please ignore my wiring and my connector blocks and these god-awful things. If you see these on Amazon and you're tempted to buy, do not buy them. Do not, for the love of God, buy them. They claim to be 10 amps. This is what you get if you run 10 amps through them. Yeah, this charred, melted mess here is 10 amps. Do not buy them. Anyway, I digress. Here is the board, or what you can see of it. You can see a little light twinkling there, indicating its readiness. I'm not going to pretend to know what all these components are. It looks like MOSFETs, etc, etc. I know that one's the temperature thing, because it's the same place as the other temperature thing. Oh, it would be if it hadn't snapped off this board. Thanks, Hermes. Yeah, I need to fix that one as well. But anyway, back to the CloneBasto. Now, the gentleman's name, please forgive me if I'm saying Timo wrong. I nearly just knocked off its little plinth here. Right, let me readjust my I want to say stand, but no, it's just a set of pistons. Timo, I apologise if I am butchering your name. Right, this is the board. It is basically a straight swap for, or will be a straight swap for the standard board. This one at the moment, as you can see, is just wires. There's no plug holes, sockets I think is the word I'm looking for. There's no plug sockets yet. But to be fair, there's nothing to stop you, actually cutting the ends off the wires and just soldering them straight onto the board. Because to be fair, once it's in here, you're not likely to be taking it out ever again. There should be a pin 1 here, which would be you go straight to your your plus 12 volts to turn it on and off, but I have not as yet soldered on a pin 1. I am using the software to control it and to turn it off. So that's it on the CloneBasto CEZ. In theory, let me just put you back on the tripod that I keep kicking. Is that even straight? Oh, it's fairly straight. Close enough. In theory, there is nothing to stop the board being modified to run on the CloneBasto V or Evo or whatever the fuck they're calling this one. This is the V. This is one of a Jaguar. Because as it is, these don't run like this. You can't just give them 12 volts and run. I've still to try buying a W-bus adapter to see if it'll get it to fire up, but this is the one that we made the shower out of with the Arduino. But it would be nice if we could get a board like that and just turn it into a normal diesel heater. The only difference in this one is it's got 2 sets of temperature sensors. It's got an actual housing temperature sensor and a water temperature sensor, so that would need to be factored in somehow into the board perhaps, but apart from that it's almost exactly the same setup. Right, if I am using OBS Studio correctly, start recording, I should be able to show you the software here. Now again, the software here is also a work in progress. I've already connected it to the heater via the, is this an FTDI USB adapter? Anyway, that's what that is. Now we can see here we've got, oh, I hope your German's better than mine. Well, I'm guessing here's the battery voltage, housing temperature, water pump, fan, diesel pump, and that, I have no idea what that word is. My glow plug time, glow plug resistance, and a flammer, I have no idea, and flamberwacken. I'm murdering German, I apologise, I'm really sorry. I think that's the flame indicator to see if it's on. Well, without that, let's just press, there's more in here to dick about with, to be fair. Prime fan speed, start fan speed, final fan speed. Fuel setting. This was another good reason for having this board. We can swap out from the relatively expensive, large CloneBasto pump, the 60mm, and there's the 33 in there for the newer style, but we can use the good old-fashioned 22 Chinese pumps, and this software should throttle accordingly depending on pump size. I don't know if that works yet because I've changed it and it didn't really seem to make much difference, but that is just like I say, this is all work in progress. Temperature settings, these were good. You can actually set what you want it to. So water warning is what it will take it up to, and then throttle back. I think I might just take that back down to something a bit more realistic, like 30 degrees just now. And the water overheat is the one it gets to when it decides to actually shut off and give up. I'm going to send them as well, and hopefully that should be it sent. Burn settings and special, that's just lets you run things for testing. Right, okay, let's press start and see what it does. Start. I can hear the fan fanning, as you can see there, clearing the chamber. Prime the fuel. I've got, assume it's the fuel I'm using, it's black kerosene. That's kerosene that I accidentally spilled waste engine oil into. Doesn't make any difference. It still burns just the same. I could zoom in a little bit. Not that there's anything to see, to be fair. The software's the interesting part at the moment. Oh, up the way, yeah. Dumbass. Well, it's lit. It's lit. Oh, and I do have my handy BP thermometer here to check the water temperature. We're starting at a balmy 8 degrees. Everything's pumping. The water pump's on. It's lit. It's still in its firing up stage. You can see the glow plug countdown timer on the software. I'm just going to turn the extractor fan on, lest I be gassed to death. So the glow plug is now glowed out. It's now, well, like I said, it's checking the flame state. That's running. And that's good. It's now decided it's lit, and it will now throttle up. So we'll let this run up until the water temperature gets up to near, well, I set it to 30, so we set it to 30 degrees. Okay, that's us getting to 20 something, 20, my thing says 27.3 on there and the software says, well, it's gone up to 28 now. And as you can see, it started to dial back the fuel, which is good. Well, the fact that you can set the temperature that you want really is kind of good. Let's say you don't want it to be 80 degrees, you just want 65 or, you know, 50, hell, whatever, it's you, your own boss. And what this will do now, if we let it, is it would run all the way up to temperature set, which is 50 degrees, and then it will turn off. What we shall do just now is we shall press stop. We shall let it stop and press stop. And then we'll go into a normal shutdown cycle. Same old thing where it turns the glow plug on, keeps the fan running, turns the fuel off, clears the chamber, etc, etc. And then just keeps pumping till it's down to the cool temperature. I can't remember what the cool temperature is or what it decides it is. Okay, there we go. So it's now off in the quiet position. I can turn the fan back off. There we go. And there you go. You can see in the software it's still at 33 degrees and increasing. Surprisingly, well, not surprisingly. What I mean is it's not surprising it's still increasing because there's still heat in the system. And now the pump's no longer running, so it'll put it into the water and it'll just be whatever dissipates into the air. I should show you the setup is. So basically, at the moment, my setup is the CloneBasto sitting here. It's a little FTDI adapter, it's just a standard USB thing, plugged into my laptop here, and we are running the CloneBasto software. So, yeah, this was just a quick video showing you that the CloneBasto does exactly the same things and more and better than the original board does. And at some point in the future, you will be able to buy these. Whether it's from me as a third party or have them, I don't know if the plan is to have them, you can build them yourself, or you can buy them from Timo, you can buy them from me. Something will happen with these boards. I promise. I genuinely promise this time. Ah, look, you can see the little send and receive lights. Where are they? Can you see them? Anyway, they're on there. They're twinkling, honest. That was it. I was going to say I would maybe tidy it up later on, but once we get more finalised software and things, then I can maybe even, what's the word? The cases, these bits, the black surround bits with the pins and things, these are really, really hard to get now. And basically you have to make your own. So I wonder if like 3D printing would be an option, but obviously this gets hot. So it would have to be 3D printed in something that can withstand the temperatures. I'm not sure what material 3D printing would be suitable for such a task, but that's a thing to think about. If you have any questions, any comments, please leave them in down below in the comment section. Leave them down there, and I'll try my best to answer them or find out the answers for you. And that's about as much as I can do just now, especially during these times such as lockdown. Here in Scotland, on Boxing Day, which is our day after Christmas Day, we're going into a full lockdown. That's no going out, not visiting, just don't do anything. You're just you're fucked basically. Stay in and eat your selection boxes. I think I'm going to make this sort of Christmassy video. So I don't know what you celebrate, if it's Christmas or not Christmas or hell or nothing, or just nothing at all. That's, hey, each to their own. Me personally, I think Christmas is for small children because they enjoy gifts and wrapping paper and making a lot of noise, and that's ideal for Christmas. But yeah, for adults, meh, not so much. Nah, it's not really for me anyway, it's not really a thing. But I like watching my nieces enjoy Christmas, and I wish I got that excited about anything nowadays. Would be great. Oh, what a cruel world it is. But anyway, not to leave you on such a depressing note, yeah, hope you're all safe and well, etc. for your Christmas or whatever holiday you choose to celebrate. And we will see each other again in the new year, and we'll hopefully have more videos and more things and more stuff to do. Thanks for watching.